So once you have your project created and your bins set up the way you want it, you're ready to import your media to the project. I'm going to import the camera files that we're going to work with in this course, so I'll open up the bin that I created for camera files. There are several different ways to import files to Media Composer. We are going to learn how to use the source browser because it's the method that we have the most control over how the files are being imported. Before importing your files, however, it's always a good step to go into the media creation settings of the project to change some settings first. If you press Ctrl 5 or Command 5, alternatively go in File, Settings, and then clicking on Project and going to Media Creation to open this window. And if you have chosen to store your project on an external drive, it's very important that you press these two checkboxes: Filter out system drive and filter out launch drive. This will make sure that the media that you import to the project will be saved on an external drive. Otherwise, you may be able to open the project on another computer that you bring your external drive to, but you won't be able to load any of the media. In my case, however, since I store the project on my internal drive, I will leave this unchecked. Next, we head over to Import to set our desired video quality. So DNX HD is Avid's own video codec, and that's what I would recommend that you use. Basically, this is the codec that Avid will transcode the media in when you import it to the project. The default option LB stands for low bandwidth, which you can use if you are short on hard drive space. Then we have the standard quality, high quality, as well as high quality extra, which is high quality with 10-bit color depth support. In this case, I'm going to go with the standard quality option. Then we hit apply to all to make sure that it applies no matter what type of media that we create in our project. Alright, so that's it. Let's save by clicking OK and import some media to the project. If we right-click inside the bin and select Input Source Browser. So here we have to navigate to the media that we aim to import. I have placed mine on the desktop, so I'll head over to the desktop and pick up the files from my folder here. In case you don't have any media to import but would like to practice Media Composer, you can get this educational footage with a link in the description. Once we have located our media in the Explorer, we have to choose if we want to link or import the files. Linking them as camera native files is always the fastest option, but then you have to make sure that the files remain at the current location on the computer, or else the media will show us offline if you open the project at a later time. The best practice is to choose to import the media, so that Media Composer converts the files to Avid native media. This will create a copy of your files aimed only for this particular project, so no matter what you do with your original files, the media will still be accessible in Media Composer. So that's what we're going to do. Next, we can choose the codec that Avid will transcode the files in, which defaults to what we saved in the media creation settings. Let's pick the target bin, which is camera files inside in my case, and then click Import, and then Yes to all. Another way to quickly import files is to drag and drop them from the operating system, or pressing Alt or Option while you drag and drop them to link the media. This will create the media with the codec chosen in the media creation settings in the bin that you drag it to. When we choose to link files instead of importing them, they will have this little icon next to the default video icon. This means that the media has not been transcoded to Avid native media, and that if we delete the file from the original location, we would get media offline when we try to load it in the source monitor. Let's head over to the audio bin and import some music to the project. We'll locate the files in the source browser and we will choose to import them. And here's something important while we import music to the project. Normally, when you import tracks such as microphone audio, such tracks will be in mono, but music is typically in stereo. So once we have imported our music, we will need to tell Media Composer that we want to have this file in stereo audio. And I think I forgot to import the music. Okay, so in my case, this file is the music. So what we have to do is right-clicking the music file and going Modify and Modify Clip. Then we select Set Multi-Channel Audio, and then we click on, well, this button, so it lights up as green, and then save by clicking OK. So if we would open up this file in our source browser, we can see that we have this little icon instead of 2 tracks, which means that this is a stereo track. So once we have our media in the project, we can start editing. I'll explain how you can edit in Media Composer in the next video that's on the screen right now. So see you there.